In this problem, it says that two of the solutions for x in this equation, x to the fourth plus 125x equals 5x cubed plus 19x squared plus 150, are selected at random. The two values in the solution are the solutions for y in the equation ax squared plus by plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are integers with no common factors, and a is greater than 0. Determine the probability that b is greater than 0. All right. Now this equation at first glance seems almost impossible to solve. But it's kind of like a quadratic in the sense that you want to factor it. So that means we want to get everything over on one side. So when we do that, we're going to have x to the fourth, subtract over 5x cubed, subtract over 19x squared, plus 125x is already there, and then subtract 150. Now, normally in an x squared situation, when you have a quadratic, you're going to have two factors. But since it's x to the fourth, you're going to have four factors. Now the question is, what four numbers are going to be here? And the clue is this right here, 150. 150 can be broken up into 15 times 10, and those can be broken up into 3 times 5 times 2 times 5. So that means the numbers here are going to be 3, 5, 2, and 5. But how do we know whether they're plus or minus? Well, if you notice, 150 is negative. So that means either one of these is going to have subtraction or three of them. Because the only way to get 150 is if you multiply the 3, the 5, the 2, and the 5. It's the only way. Now the clue that also helps us is the fact that we have negative 5x cubed right here. That's another clue for us. Because where are we going to get x cubed? If we multiply x 3 times and then multiply the number. So these numbers, whatever they are, have to add up to negative 5. So the way this works is the 5 and the negative 5 are going to cancel out. So what about the 3 and the 2? Those are going to be negative. So this is the only way that you can get negative 3, 5, 2, and negative 2, negative 5 to add up to negative 5. So all four of these numbers multiply to this, and they all add up to this. So we have our four solutions here. X equals positive 3, x equals negative 5, x equals 2, and x equals 5. Now those are our four solutions, but we're not done, because it says two solutions are selected at random. So we have four to choose from. So how can we group them? All right. Well, let's group 3 and 5. 3 and negative 5. Let's group those first. So what's that going to look like? It's going to look like y minus 3 times y plus 5 in factored form. And when we multiply this out, this is going to be y squared plus 2y minus 15. All right. Now this is one of several possibilities, and we have to look at them all. So let's try 3 and 2. So 3 comma 2. So we have y minus 3 times y minus 2. So we have y squared minus 5y plus 6 when we multiply that out. Then do 3 and 5. So 3 comma 5. So y minus 3 and y minus 5. So y squared minus 8y plus 15. All right. So now let's move on. Negative 5 and 2. So negative 5 comma 2, so that's going to be y plus 5 times y minus 2. So we get y squared plus 3y minus 10. Then we have negative 5 and 5. So that's going to be y plus 5 and y minus 5. So y squared, the 2, the outside and the inside pairs will cancel out, so that this is a difference of squares. So we're going to have y squared minus 25. And then finally the last pair is 2 and 5. So 2 comma 5. So we're going to have y minus 2 and y minus 5. So y squared minus 7y plus 10. Now, those are our 6 different possibilities for this equation. Now, what we're concerned with is we want to determine the probability that b is greater than 0. So in this problem, b equals 2. In this problem, b equals -5. Here, b equals -8. Here, b equals 3. Here, b equals 0. And here, b equals -7. Now notice, b is only positive when the negative answer is bigger than the positive answer. That's when the b value seems to be positive. The b value is negative if you have 2 positive answers, by the looks of it. But what we are concerned with is what's the probability that b is greater than 0. So out of 6 possibilities, only 2 are greater than 0. So that reduces to 1/3. There's our answer, and we're done.